Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Little homie do the wall. Make them do the wall. All my ladies do the wall. If you a gangster, do the wall. Walk. Go where you from. Everybody do the wall. Make them do the wall. Everybody do the wall. Said I make them do the walk. Real gangsters don't talk. Leave your body up in chalk. Just for talking to a narc. If I catch you at the park, hanging out after dark. See you a fish, I'm a shark. I'ma hit him in the heart. I'ma hit him where it hurt. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you scared, go to church. Body get murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt, cause she know it won't work. I'ma hit him where it hurts. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you scared, go to church. Body get murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt, cause she know it won't work. Now homie do the wall. Make him do the wall. All my ladies do the wall. If you a gangster, do the wall. Go where you from. Everybody do the wall. Make him do the wall. Everybody do the wall. Said I make him do the wall. All the bitches tryna stalk. I ain't know me like a hawk. Wanna ride up on my car. They know I got it on lock. Got women by the flock. See you a nerd, I'm a jock. Hating on me cause I rock. I'ma hit him where it hurt. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you scared, go to church. Body get murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt cause she know it won't work. I'ma hit him where it hurts. Put him in the dirt. Trunk full of work. If you scared, go to church. Body get murked. Name in the shirt. Make your bitch squirt cause she know it won't work. Now homie do the wall. Make him do the wall. All my ladies do the wall. If you a gangster, do the wall. Go where you from. Everybody do the wall. Make him do the wall. Everybody do the wall.
Rowdoggs Entertainment. 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 OG Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. To the Rowdoggs ENT, man. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment. Rowdoggs Entertainment.
Rowdoggs Entertainment. Yo, what's cracking, man? It's your boy OG Rome, aka Mr. Everywhere, repping Rowdoggs Entertainment. I want to welcome everybody to Rowdoggs TV, episode 45. You know what I mean? With my co-host to the left.
What the fuck is up, IG? What the fuck is up, YouTube? What the fuck is up, everybody? It's your boy Dazer Dabs, and we have a special guest today, bro. Who would it be, man?
Hey, can we get a round of applause for my homeboy Juanito and friends in this bitch?
Juanito's in this motherfucker!
Juanito, man. So, hey, for people who don't know about you and what do you do, man, can you explain a little bit?
I do like brand marketing and it's comedy, mainly comedy, but I do like skits, videography, photography, marketing. I do a lot of underground stuff, but mainly I just do mostly comedy skits.
Look at this guy. He's talking while he's taking a hit off the puff, dog. That's what I like to
He
see.
is loyal to his fucking
dabs.
to the dabs.
I had this on the net on the homies podcast and stuff. We don't smoke the same, and ever since then I was like, man, I'm always having popcorn.
Yeah.
Like,
That's crazy you bring that up because I have an interview with him tomorrow.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was gnarly. Like, hey, shout out to Ezo though. That was a bar. Hey, yeah, it's just crazy.
So Juanito and friends, how did that name come about, and what is it all about for people who don't know?
All right, at first, it was like it was a way. There was like a lot of like things that like growing up that like I didn't like, you know what I mean? It kind of like not bothered me, but it was just like some comedic ass shit like everybody can relate to, you know. And there was a lot of frustrations, and like I never really wanted to like make fun of one specific person because like, I didn't want them to be like upset. You know, because I'm a clown, you know, I always clown about shit. Like, even when it's something hard and stuff, I always make it to a joke. So, like, at first, I was just using it to, like, vent, to, like, just clown about, like, certain friends and shit. And then it was just, like, certain things I did, too, were, like, hella dumb. And that's when the skits came up, because I was just, like...
You're natural.
Yeah, I was just, like, these were talks that, like, I would talk to my homie, which is, he's posted up right now.
Is that Randy?
Yeah, the compa Randy's.
Randy's Donuts in the building, homie.
This is a Mexican Randy's Donuts. It's only conchas in there.
Straight conchas, empanadas.
Fucking diabetes.
No, but this homie right here, I used to pull up to his gas station at his work, and it's a fucking funny ass story. Like the real raw shit, how it just started was like me and this fool was like just talking mad shit about like the shit that we grew up with, you know, and like with fools and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like it's like neighborhood shit that like you have to understand growing up in the neighborhood. So it was just like crazy because it was like we were like, man, we gotta put this on we gotta like sketch this out like you know, Key and Peele and shit like that. Like the Mexican Key and Peele pretty much. But like this fool doesn't like to be like on the camera, you know. But I was like, man, shoot me, you know, I'll fucking do it. But and then we started like writing up like sketches and stuff, and then I just did them because like I started living in LA. But like I'm originally from Santa Maria, California, 805. I'm born and raised, you know. And I moved. I moved over here in LA for like 10 years, and I recently moved out. But like I was here for 10 years because like I was trying to get something different. And, like, in my hometown was kind of small, and like I couldn't get a holiday. Like there was. Everybody had good ass the fucking the UPS with the benefits. Man, those fools are fucking straight gangbangers. You have to be a gangbanger. It was like a union of gangbangers, and I was like, man, how'd you guys pass the background check? You know,
Homeboys industry, fool. You had to go through Homeboys industry.
Yo, I saw. Yeah, I was just like, damn, you know, like and like so I always try to get. It was rough for me. I was always working like BS jobs. So I just decided to move over here with my fam. My sister was going to school, and I stayed with her, you know. And then from there, I expanded. Like, originally when I came here, I was growing for dang. Like that's another thing about me too, you know. Like there was a time growing up when I would link up with my homie. Like one time I was fucking so broke that like this fool's grandma would make me a plate, you know. And she knows I was kind of chunky, so she would always feed me. And I'm like, it's not that.
She put dog kennel and dog food in that bitch. Like, this motherfucker eats a lot. Let me mix a little dog food in that bitch.
Let me set this arroz real quick. You know what I mean? Nah, but she always have like a play and stuff. Always hook me up and like, cause you knew at the time, like, you know, and not that I didn't grow up all like one thing's like my parents had a business, you know, so like they always worked for theirs. But I grew up in the barrio, you know, because my dad and my mom, they never wanted me to be different, act like different. Like, I could have gone to a private school, you know?
Yeah, they didn't want you to switch it up.
And like, I grew up with the value of I know the value of a dollar, like, everything. Like, every Saturday I would work, too, and they had a business for photography. And that's how, and videography, and that's how I started doing the skits, because like my parents would do that for like weddings and things.
I was gonna cut to the chase wedding. You motherfuckers.
Every fucking Saturday.
Taking all the money.
And it was fair, but it was like I would see how my mom and like my dad would get treated sometimes, and I'll just be like, you know, I don't want to get treated like that unless I'm getting paid fat, you know. And I want to do some more. That's where like other fools that I met in this comedy game that I got like one of my influences was Esteban Orial, you know what I mean?
Oh wow!
I met that fool personally, and there's a thing with that fool and my homie that I got into the comedy game, and that fool, you know, like I don't know, something happened between us, you know what I mean? But that fool really like was like I don't know, because I got into trying to manage fools, you know, to manage acts, because there was a thing like I didn't have a manager for me because I didn't know what the fuck was a manager.
You know how hard that shit was.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
All this bullshit.
Yeah, the positive.
I know.
Like, I didn't even know about a lawyer, you know, but so yeah, my parents had a business, and I grew up in the barrio still and all that stuff. And yeah, you know what I mean. But like, it was just like I had to move out the city, and I moved over here, and like, but I was like kind of trapping out and shit, you know. And when I would go to this fool's gas station work, that's where I would like chill out and drink water and clown about like certain fools, you know. Like I'll be like, hey, this fool right here told me to do it. I had to do some 007 shit fool, just to put the bolsita on the fucking thing. Man, it's so stupid. Yeah, stupid ass shit like that. And then like, or there's one homie, he made me taste the spread. You know, like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I never been watched show. Yeah, no, the spread for like
the top ramen, the hot Cheetos, the hot Cheetos.
I grew up in Cup of Noodles. I need to get a sponsorship for Cup of Noodles too. I need to go to Japan for that shit because
get top ramen.
yeah, nah, the Cup of Noodles because I remember at the time when I was broke, posting up with my homie, like that's all we ate too. I bought that shit at the gas station, but he would like take me. He was like a positive person, you know, because I would get kind of like, you know what I mean, I got like when I grew up, everything was cool, then it went completely sour. My parents' business, and the rep, everybody's trying to like smash my parents' rep and stuff, and you know, and my dad, like I was broke with my dad in the camper for like 3 years. I was trying to just.
But you know, when you go through all that shit, is what really builds you. You feel me?
It either breaks or makes you.
My parents had like a big reputation there, and everybody was just ready to step on them. I was just trying to make sure my dad was like in a good situation. He just wanted to get his social security. You know, he wasn't on a sick one, but it looked like it was a sick one because we were in a camper.
Sick one. Hey, no, you have to go. No.
Hey, I noticed he said that he has a fucking full gun wild.
Yeah. Look at that's this.
Sick one right now.
Yeah, it's a whole nother. This like what I'm saying. It gets into all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like there's a SD SM connection. You know, I never knew that. I have family in SD too and stuff like. It was my dad's side and shit. But like, yeah, when I was homeless with my pops, like I don't know, it just got to a point where I was trying to be like a good kid. You know, going to community college and shit. At that point, I just had to trap the fuck out. I was doing football. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost my fucking whip. I lost a lot of shit. And I was like, you know what? I need to get some money, like straight up. And I didn't even. And what sucked is that a lot of homies, that all the little hustlers in my little city. I'm saying this live, you know, so everybody can see this shit. The motherfucking block my ass. They blockballed me, like you know what I mean? It was some crazy shit, like some big blackball shit. And I was just like, hey man, I'm in a fucking camp. I really, you know, it's cold out there. I need to get a fucking pad or an apartment. I need money. I need feria. And all this crazy shit happened, you know. And so eventually, like, I got my own little come up right there. And then I had an opportunity to go to
Yo, keep that shit low over there.
Oh, it's expensive. But yeah, I had to go to fucking what's it called?
No, not you.
I was like, come on.
They know better than
that. They're fucking against my house. Let me keep that shit low. Get the fuck out of here.
It's expensive. But like, come on.
Look at this. We go.
Let me put my whisper voice on.
No, hey, I'm gonna let you know. No. That's
Yin yang twing that bitch.
Hey, come on. I just set up a whole song real quick. I've been in so many situations. I'm telling you, I've been in so many situations that like
that's the good thing about this fool.
He's getting into our questions.
Yo, that was natural reaction right there. It was like, should I post? Because like me and this homie, we've been in situations where like we were at a house party and it was a thing because like it was like a hustlers party, but these fools are hustlers too from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? They had like the long hair, the soccer tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a beef with them. Then all of a sudden they got into a fight, and me and my homie, right here, Randy was fucking. We were posted with the bottles, and oh my god, people got into a rumble. One homie, I ain't gonna say his name because it's really gonna sour him out. But he's like
he ran like a little bitch.
No. He's a security guard. I played football with him. He's fucking like 6'5", fucking monstrón Mexicano. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This fool slammed a little Oaxaqueño fool that was like 4'8", dog, on the DJ setup.
Oh shit!
The DJ got mad, and then there was like a ripple effect.
He like remix.
It was like WWE, dog.
No, more like lucha libre.
Yeah. That shit was wild.
That was Jose Luis.
Yeah, that's like another story. You know what I mean? Like we all went through that shit, but yeah, that's like that was like in my city growing up, and then that's why I moved to Southgate, and I was growing dang there, and I got a cool opportunity with the homie there, and that's how I came to LA, and then
shout out to Southgate.
Yeah,
man. Hey, homies over there.
Real quick, shout out to Southgate because I freaking biked all that body all the way from Pasadena, from there with a 50 bike. Check this out, I'm like 300 pounds on the little llantitas. I was fucking
yabba dabba do in this bitch.
His calves are stronger than the motherfucker right now.
But then look at it, shit got fucked up because then like, okay, that's when I was in LA, right, 2013 to like 15 right there.
Nigga gonna give us the whole timeline. Fuck that.
Hey, I've been putting in.
Oh, I didn't even think about it.
bitches up.
No, I really put in work in the
You
street.
talk your shit, homie.
At that time, it was going good, and like I had a setup. I'm in Southgate. Like all these, this was a normal fool too. Like he was like an educated fool. His mom passed away.
This was a normal fool.
Yeah. He was like a fool, but he's cool.
Normal.
Like his mom was a doctor. She was cool. My mom, that's how I linked up. They're like, hey, he wants someone that just grows some cool bud, and he'll give you the opportunity to post. And mom around that late, I was like, fuck it. But then I got an opportunity to do graphic design for Chief Keef. And I was like, damn, this was the moment.
These are little things that we don't know about.
This was the moment, I swear to God, and I'm not even capping. Chief Keef sees the other fool, his name's Martez Malone. Like, that fool was the fool that did jackets for a lot of, like, people. And so I was mobbing in the buses, in the train. I know all the lines right here too, straight up the back of my hand. I fucking been in so many situations. It's crazy. Like,
he's ready for a movie.
Yeah, hey, I swear to God, I already have it set up.
See what I'm saying?
That's another thing with the JUANITO friend. Yeah, we already know what's up.
Get out the roof, Lopez.
Hey, that's for real. This is wild, but it was like I was mobbing and shit, and I just lost fuck. I was insane.
You
man.
was mobbing,
I was
robbing.
No.
Robbing.
I was mobbing. So, the Chief Keef opportunity.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so I'm going to this bus. It's called a 180, and it gets to Pasadena to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And like, so I can avoid like all the in the highs on the train. So I was like, fuck that shit. And then I went, and then it was a fucking moment, like real quick. Like I could go on with this shit, but it was a moment because I went and I mobbed it, and then I literally with my longboard, I went to the homie spot. And I knew the security guard that worked there, you get me? And he just wanted to J and shit, and he told me he could get me in whenever. So that night it was Chief Keef. So and this fool just moved here. I'm gonna tell you right now, Chief Keef influenced a lot of the Valley, everything in LA too. Like, it was crazy. I never saw anybody with straps. It was a crazy opportunity, bro. Like, check it out, like. So I fucking.
It was a show.
No, it was a show, and they went right to Cosmo.
So you got to meet him or something that day.
Yeah, well, not necessarily, but like, they were in front of me. But I met the fool that did the jackets, and that fool
Connected you.
Yeah, this fool gave me the opportunity to do like the graphics on the computer, and it was like, damn, what the fool? They sold it low key, but like they made money off that and everything. I didn't even know none of the game.
Stuff like that, bro. You use your advantage.
Yeah, I lied to him.
Your shit is your name.
But that's what I was saying. Like, I lied to him because I said that. Hold on. Shout out to the sponsor, whatever.
Yo, shout out to After Dark Genetics. Shout out to Banks Bakery, Hash Wraps, Long Beach Originals. You know what it is, man. You want to be a Rowdoggs sponsor? Make sure you holler at us, inbox any of the motherfucking Rowdoggs. And you know what we do? We get back to our community. It goes out to our guests. You feel me?
So like, I went and I told that fool that I grew up doing that's what my parents did, the quinceañeras, you know what I mean? And that's what I grew up doing, like videography and editing, everything, all that shit. So like and graphic design, and I told them that I was going to school, but I wasn't. I was literally just working at King Taco.
Hey,
shout out to King Taco.
Opportunity, bro.
Yeah, and that shit was crazy, and that was like, but that time I fucked up my whole grow, like the whole indoor grow for the homie. Like, I fucked that up, and he told me like, why'd you do that? And I was like, my bad, bro. Like, I was gonna bring the money back to us. You feel me? Yeah. And he just didn't want to do that entertainment shit. He just wanted to do because I was doing the graphic design, and then like I didn't even really get paid. Cause I said I would do it for free. You know, I was kind of like starstruck.
Of course.
But it was cool to even meet him. I was like, I just saw him.
That's how you get your feet wet, bro.
Yeah, I saw all those people and stuff, and like it kind of taught me how to like organize. Like, my true goal was to fuck with Fredo Santana. That was my true goal, but I wanted to fuck with Chief Keef too. So I liked his music and he was cool. And it was just like a young fool. Like, I think I was more like attracted to the backstory. Like, damn, this fool had a shootout at 15. Like, who's getting guns? Yeah, it's tough. Like, it's just like another level. Like,
that's what music does when you hear the background. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I've seen one time a videographer shooting a music video for all his other homies. You know, because like I never saw him, but I saw all the other homies and shit. Those fools had the straps. Right, like the videographer's sweating because he's tripping balls.
Yeah, that shit go off. I've seen that shit go off on set.
We had a story like that, and yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
We had the SWAT team.
We had a SWAT team.
6 cars deep. M16.
Yeah.
For my video, 3 videos ago.
So We shot this video at Suicide Bridge in Pasadena.
Oh, right there, yeah.
So that's already a red flag.
Yeah.
We're over there with fucking straps and all this shit.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, of course, brother. Yeah, long story short, we get kicked out. We end up at fucking Cecil Hotel finishing the video.
That's another scary thing, too.
Now, as far as comedy, bro, is there anybody that influences you or somebody that you look up to?
Come on, Juan, hit us with it.
Hey, that's gonna be crazy because it's kind of pretty obvious, but
okay.
I mean, one.
Hey, leave Chingo Bling out of this shit. He like it's obvious.
It's all complete different food.
Let's see what we hear right now.
Well, the first food will probably be like with the Lil Miss Stream, Food's Gone Wild. I ain't got like, because like, and it got to a point where
shout out the homie Commitment Soldier.
I met that fool at the Comedy Store. I would look at, and that's the thing. Look at that fool's hella cool as fuck and everything. I would always go to his events, see, because I was mobbing, you know? That was like, okay, so after the Growing Dank thing and then like a life-altering thing with my fam and shit, and then it was 2018. That's when I was like homeless as fuck in my car, and I was like, you know what? Well, on New Year's Day, I went to go wash some dishes, got $50, got a sack. It was like $11.50 in my car, and the Toyota Corolla.
You remember
2006, it was raining on a fucking New Year's Eve, 31st.
Oh, this motherfucker knows the whole shit.
I was so sad. And I was smoking the road all the way to the road with the blunt, and I was like, I'm never gonna be in this situation again. That situation was kind of fucked. It was all twisted, some personal shit, like. But it kind of went sour, you know, and everything kind of went bad, and I was just like fucked up. And then after that, I started doing the comedy videos because I got upgraded my phone. That was the thing. I upgraded my cell phone. And then
everything was gone.
Yeah, everything was boom, boom. Okay, I could do this. What the fuck is this? I can looking at this.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't think we have to ask you any fucking question. And
no, you keep it going.
You know, and you know what? And when this will hit me up, bro.
Yeah,
he's so grateful, bro. I'm gonna tell you like that, bro. He's so grateful.
Shout out to Jazz on the jerking.
Shout out to Jazz,
motherfucker.
How to say that? How to say that? I came late because I'm a fool. You know, I come stupid late.
Hey, that's us Mexicans, bro.
I was a fool. And
we're still bringing a 12.
No, but I'm trying to say the way you came across was like, yo, what kind of questions you gonna ask? Oh, like you kind of seem a little unsure. Like, what the hell? Like this is new to me.
Obviously, Ron told you what we're gonna ask you because you're asking every single one.
No, yeah, it was crazy.
You came in here with confidence and everything, bro. That's dope.
Oh, that's the thing, though, because look at like, okay, like all my life, I was kind of like, I was that fool growing up where like, if like I could just grow up in the neighborhood, I didn't bang or anything, you know. But because I live in a neighborhood, it's different, you know what I'm saying? Like I had to be. I wanted to be a Raiders fan, but I had to be a Cleveland Browns fan, so I don't get pulled over. You get me? What the fuck? Yeah.
Like, what are you telling? We're just taking the Browns.
Oh, this thing, yeah. I'll say Super Bowl. They've been in the Super Bowl like in like 1964.
No, it was more like, hey. It was more like, hey, what both? I don't know why both of those teams getting a lot of highlight. It was more like I got pulled over.
Yeah.
With all these drugs.
Yeah.
And my team is the Browns. I already got it bad. Let me go.
But that's my homie will have
here. He's a Browns fan.
I'm on my back.
He hasn't even seen the championship.
That's fucking cold-blooded.
No, but it was crazy because it's like my homies would get pulled over, like there'd be a Dodger fan, like Dodger gear, and then like that shit. You know, I don't know. It's not that I was trying to avoid getting pulled over. It's just that growing up, like it was like you either wear a blue, white, brown, or white tee. And like me, I was like, I'm kind of like a Kanye West fan. I was that fool wearing the pink polo in 8th grade and shit.
Fresh.
Yeah, like I was that overweight fool with the tight. Yeah, I was just trying to be different. Hey, I went to the clearance rack. I straight bought that shit. You know what I mean? But I was trying to be different, you know, because I was in the body and people already were fucking putting me in the box.
What is for Juanito and friends? What is the goal, or what can I see you in 5 years from now? Because the fact that you're able to dab into everything, you feel me?
Yeah.
And you socialize with a lot of the same people that we work with.
Yeah.
You know, and they do the homie Concrete, the homie Valentino, everybody, bro. And you see everybody that we come in.
Oh, you good, bro?
I see you doing your independent stuff too, so I want to see you blow up in 5 years. You feel me?
Yeah, I got that big influence from the homie E-Zone. That fool played a big part. Like, I'm gonna say it like this, like that fool played a big part, cause like that fool like did a lot of shit for fools. You know what I mean? And And like yeah, fool didn't even have to shoot me a bone, dog, and he really did. And a lot of these opportunities that I got, like I didn't know how to act, you know, like because like that's where it comes in. Like I moved out of Santa. I'm over here in LA. Like all this crazy shit happened in 2018. That whole fucking crime thing, right? So then boom, I'm working on these holidays. I'm working at these country clubs as a dishwasher and shit, so I could get food, and then I could fucking like get paid good because it's a country club, you know what I mean? And I knew how to. I'm like a prep cook. I know how to make food, but I was just down for the dishwasher job because I know it's guaranteed. Like it was, food. You know, I got food.
I ain't trying to have one of these motherfuckers say my shit's overcooked or undercooked.
I saw the Eagles won the Super Bowl. The Wilshire Country Club, shout out to them. They gave me food. They fed me.
Hello.
Shit, I used to give the compa the ride to his pad and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I started getting into the comedy thing because like I knew I already did videography and everything, you know, and I was always trying to do something, and I never could hold a holiday. That was the thing. Like I don't want to get too personal, but like when my pops passed away, it was like a timing where like I was getting a job. And at the whole week, I got like 100 interviews, and I got like 50 new jobs. But like, I just didn't want to miss the opportunity for my dad to pass away, you know. So I don't want to get into deep with that, but like that was a big motivation too, and that was kind of why I couldn't hold a job, you know. And that's a kind of a mental health thing right there, because it was a tragedy. Like, man, like I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not trying to cry or anything, but like my mom,
let it out, baby. That's the shit that makes you, baby.
This was the drive for all this fucking shit right here. Is that when my pops passed away, and like, you know, he had cancer and shit, and it was out
cancer.
Out the left, pancreatic cancer. It was all bullshit. And like they fucking I was really close to my dad because I was broke, you know, and I came up, and my dad was kind of like a watch, you know. Yeah, and like he was dying, and we had like a 27 heartbeat, and it was crazy because and he just wouldn't pass away, you know. He was just fighting to the end, dog, and there was no way to cure him. He has
comió frijoles.
Yeah, and I told that fool in his ear, like, don't. Oh my bad. I choked because I was down. No, I'm not gonna cry. Look at. But I told my pops. I choked because I was dehydrated. Yeah. But I told my pops though, I was like, hey, I got you. Don't even trip. You know what I mean? This and that. And then when I said that, like, he passed away, and I was like, oh, and it was like, oh, like they've seen like a Dragon Ball Z movie, dog. I was like Goku, dog. I was like, I turned Super Saiyan, like, you know, when Krillin died. I was like, yeah. I couldn't cry, fools. My mom, my sister was there, you know. I was like, yeah. That shit fucked me. So like, I carried that on, and then I realized like when everybody has like a shrine and shit, or not shrine, or an urn, I thought that comes naturally, you know. I got it from the hospital, and I got a priority mailbox, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Who sent me a pack or something? Who sent me what? Full, it was a Ziploc on my dad's shit. Yeah. I was like, I thought it was the same fool in the same they give you when you die, you know, getting a nice urn. The urn is $600 a lot. I know that. I know. Yeah, I never prepared my parents to die, or my mom or my dad to die, you know. And I was just like, damn. Ever since then, that was the drive of everything, you know. So that's why, like, when I'm gonna mention everything else, like all these other players, like, played in the part too, you know. Yeah. And so, but that was the main fuel.
You had to go through some fucking bad shit to be able to.
Yeah, you know, I can see you and the homie Duno doing some crazy ass shit.
I've seen that for a couple of times. He's cool. Like, hey, he's cool people. I've seen him a couple of times, like VIP at the Food's Gone Wild for the Perez. I was supposed to. He's cool. He's funny. He's too.
I gave him his first interview.
I got influenced by that fool. Yeah, like that fool put on his homie. That's why I got influenced with JUANITO friends more. Like when I started hanging around with other fools. Yeah. Cause I saw all these fools too. I was right there with George Perez and
George Perez is good people.
Yeah, he's cool. He was in the
replays Tommy.
Yeah, the homies in like let me see the light. But that fool, he put all his other homies on, like, to rap or whatever they do, you know, like to put them on the podcast, whatever. And
that's what we need more.
Yeah, and that's when I saw that, and I saw his other homies in the VIP too. They're all kicking it. I was like, they're getting money. I was like, oh, that's what I gotta do. I gotta focus on that.
Was another influence.
You made Juanito and Friends.
Yeah, at first it was just Juanito and Friends, but the Friends part was supposed to be like first transition to like making fun of my homies growing up or whatever, and me too. You know, sometimes to like actually trying to do collabs with different people and then network. That's what I meant by brand marketing, networking, people's products, people's things, whatever, you know, like weed, not even, I started off with weed, but like different things and car insurance, whatever, is like all that shit. And I learned that from a couple of fools too, like some big homies, and that's when the other characters are starting to play into that role. And I started mobbing all crazy, and then that's when I went to the East Coast and I started doing comedy with my sister and this other homie that hooked me up.
Now, speaking about that, have you ever done stand-up comedy, like straight in front of people?
I would go to the comedy store and know me. What's up, too? Shout out to comedy store, but they don't know me for fucking
Would it be
stand-up,
something that you would look into, or if I threw you to the wolves, would you be able to, you know?
Man, I'm gonna say it like this. I did do stand-up, but I did it in the Vadios all the way in like Southgate, you know, because it's Southgate. I know some people. Man, I did it in the backyard, and there was like a fucking shootout or something, like something happened.
Think whenever.
And but I still did a stand-up for like 10 minutes.
You know what?
Ever since then, I never did stand-up.
No, but you know what?
Security and everything. Wait, I'll be down.
The thing about this industry is that you gotta go in where you get in where you fit in. If you're a comedian and that's what you're doing, even if you're doing skits, it starts with skits, and before you know it, even the homie Noel G does stand-up comedy and he does acting. At the end of the day, when you do a little bit of acting, you gotta actually push yourself to the limit to try those things. You feel me? And whenever you're ready, bro, because practice takes perfect. The same thing for an engineer, a rapper, a swimmer, no matter what. The first time you might not get it. The second time you're gonna get better. If you don't get it by the 10th time, you might as well just quit. But I doubt that, because when you're a hustler and you've been through what you've been through, you're gonna put in. You're gonna put on those.
In our dictionary.
Hey, those bills gotta be paid one way or another. And life's gonna be hard, so you either choose your hard. This is gonna be this hard, or we're gonna go this hard. But we're gonna be driving and looking nice and doing things and owning property, everything.
So this is what I want from you, bro. In the next 5 years, bro.
Went from intern to owning the building. You know, like fuck that shit.
You know what I mean? Juanito, this is what I want from you, brother. You know who I am. You know what the fuck I do. You know how I've been in this game. I want to see you in 5 years. You see all the shows that we do, bro. You're more than welcome to reach out for me. But if you take this shit serious, I want to put a seed for you in your head to be able to look at a comedy show, a skit, and do 10 minutes of remembering 10 jokes.
Fuck, I can do that right now. I can do that shit right now.
Run that shit.
I have so many fucking things. It's crazy, dog. Like, all right, look, I can run that shit right now. I got a gang. Look, that's the thing too. Like when everything played out, I fucking shout out. I'm gonna say this before I start saying some funny jokes, but like I'm gonna shout out to E-Zone and George Perez, Side Getty, 3 Place Tommy, XG. Shout out to the Comedy Store to let me. Every time I went to the Comedy Store, I was fucking getting faded, never paying for shit. Like, but they'll go to the free shows and I always like scoped up game how to write a joke. You know what I mean? It's for shit, but like
get out the room.
Yeah, like just shit like that. You know what I
Shout out
mean?
to everybody on YouTube logging in. We got New York.
But check this out. You know, like when it's crazy, like you know that one uncle that growing up, and like he lives in the garage, you know. Yeah. And it's like that fool has papeles, he has papers, you know. He doesn't have to fucking like, you know what I mean? Well, he just lives in the garage, dog. Yeah, and then during the fucking garage and shit, like like those are the fools that's always on a fucking sick one with the fucking blankets. Yeah, the fucking sopas and shit.
Looking like Quagmire with a big ass arm and shit.
Like never transitions in life, and it's just crazy. That fool like changed a lot of people's lives, met the connects and shit. But it was just like. I always, like, at the end of the day growing up, I was like, damn, that fucking deal was fucking... The sick will never make you failure. And then the house, he's been there for 20 years and shit. And he fucking never transitions to the pad, fool, and he's just always on the sick one with the 6-pack of Coke and shit like that. All these fucking scandal things. Like, even growing up, fool, I have a homie right now that has a fucking double DUI and shit. Like, it's a fucking scandal, like, shit, you know what I mean?
He's a black belt. He's a black belt.
He's just a sick ass fool, though, like, he's just fucking bad and shit. Like, I don't know. No, it's just
now, for yourself, don't trade. For yourself, what is your favorite comedy movie? Do you have one? Or movie at all?
My comedy movie would be, what's it called? Probably be... comedy
La
movie?
India Maria, fool, stop fucking lying. The India Maria series.
I'm so good right now, my bad. I'm so fucking. But a comedy movie would probably fucking the one with the Method Man. I'm not even good with names. How hot is that one with the red man?
A smoker.
So I'm fucking stupid stoner now, but like that was one. That was a comedy one.
And that's what happens when you come out here with the Rowdoggs and you fuck with fucking Dazer Dabs that be fucking like a chimney, baby.
I was like, I'm about to say the punchline. I was like, oh,
you know what?
I was gonna say pretty woman.
I cut that shit because I was like, that shit's gonna take too long,
Oh shit.
But no, yeah, well, I don't know. I had a couple of things and
Bro, overall, bro, check this out. I want to thank you so much for coming out here to Rowdoggs TV. I like your energy. You fucking are literally just, you're a shooting gun, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah, we're not that we don't want him.
Just fucking crazy.
For people that see you right here doing your podcast and follow you, you know, what kind of word of advice would you give these individuals that want to get into this entertainment?
Just take no for an answer, because it's like, and don't be afraid of rejection, because rejection.
It's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be in your face, you know. So you
You're
just,
not everybody's cup of tea.
yeah, and then try to make your own shit, you know, when you can and stuff.
Yeah.
Bam. You heard?
Hey, Juan, one more question. From 1 to 10, how high?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a fucking 11 right now. Nah.
Hello.
Hey, but I'm fucking excited. I'm like thankful to even pull up, dog.
Hey, we appreciate you, bro.
I was going 90 in the fucking freeway, and I was like, "Fuck, we gotta go. We're gonna be late."
Yeah, you still got here early.
I know. We posted up and shit.
There it is, bro. Again, I want to thank you for coming
Thank
out
you,
here to
bro.
Rowdoggs TV.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Keep doing what you do, man. Anything you need from us, make sure you reach out, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, shout out
You heard it here at Rowdoggs TV, baby. And if you don't know, now you know. Ain't no business like Rowdogg business, baby. Let's get it.